Hi students, in this brief video we are going to talk about parallel RLC circuits without any source. That means we are given initially there is some voltage is stored in the capacitor, there is some voltage across the capacitor and there is a current in the inductor, and after that there is no source. So how are these voltages and current going to discharge through different elements? So that is what we are going to study. So we look at this parallel circuit, and using KCL, if I assume there is a voltage V, then there are three currents IR, IL, LC. IR is V by R, IL is 1 by L integration V dt, and IC is C dV by dt. Then we are going to do the same thing. We are going to differentiate this one time to remove this integration and make the coefficient of highest order uh, derivative equal to 1, and I get this equation. Once I get this equation, same thing we are going to repeat, that I am assuming that my solution I is equal to a e raised to power st, replace I with this and I will get product of two terms equal to 0. This is not 0, so this is 0, and here is the equation which is 0, which is again a quadratic in S, which is going to give me two roots S1 and S2, and exactly same process. That means depending on the value of alpha and omega, by the way, alpha is different this time. In series RLC circuits, alpha was R by 2L. Here it is different, it is 1 by 2 RC, but does not make any difference. We will continue. If alpha is greater than, equal to, or less than omega naught, in three different conditions, I am going to have three different cases of overdamped, critically damped and underdamped, and exactly three same solutions we are going to get. And once I know my solution, first of all I am going to calculate S1 and S2. Calculation of S1 and S2 is simple, that is done using alpha and omega naught. Once I have S1 and S2, after that calculation of A1 and A2. How do we calculate A1 and A2? Take any of the solution. Let us say this is my solution, this is my case where I am working, and put t equal to 0. When you put t equal to 0, you get v of 0 equal to A1 plus A2. When you take the derivative on both sides, so dv by dt is d by dt of this whole thing, and you put t equal to 0 in the derivative on both the sides, you get second equation of a1 a2, and you get the value of a1 and a2. This is one of the examples. So we are asking L is 1, C is 10 millifarad, initial voltage across capacitor is given 5, initial current in the inductor is given 0. There are different three cases. If R is equal to 1.93 or 5 or 6.25, then what are the equations for Vt for t greater than 0? So we say fine, this is a parallel RLC circuit. I am going to have alpha and omega first. So alpha is 26, omega is 10 when I consider R equal to 1.923. Alpha is greater than omega, so I calculated S1 and S2. These are the values of S1 and S2. That means this is my solution. I take this and then I say, okay, I am going to put t equal to 0. When I put t equal to 0, this is my first equation in A1 and A2. Then I come back and I say, okay, if I write KCL here, I can say that this current, which is V by R, plus this current, which is I, plus this current, which is C dV by dt, is equal to 0. That means what is dV by dt? dV by dt is V by R plus I, everything with a minus sign, divided by C at, okay. Now this is what we have done here, and in that equation put t equal to 0. So V at 0 was given 5, I at 0 was given 0, C is known to us, R is known to us, so I got dV by dt as minus 260. Once I have this, I put it here, I take the derivative and I equate them. I got second equation in A1 and A2. So A1, these are slightly wrong calculations. This is the correct one, A1 and A2. Once I have these answers, then I write my final expression. Same thing if I have R equal to 5. In that what I see, alpha and omega both are 10. That means a1 plus a2t e raised to power minus 10t. This is my general solution. Now I have to work only on the calculation of a1 and a2. Put t equal to 0, first equation. Take the derivative, same formula, put the new value of r, and I get second equation, and I get the equation values of a1 and a2, and this is my final solution. Similarly, if I have alpha greater than omega, alpha less than omega, there is not going to be any difference. I will say now I have complex conjugates. These are the values. This is my general form of the solution which we have studied. I need to focus on the calculation of a1 and a2. Put t equal to 0. This is my first equation. Take derivative and put t equal to 0. This is the derivative. In this you put t equal to 0 and you get second equation, you get a1, you get a2, and you get your final equation. This is the process that we follow for source-free parallel RLC circuits. Any question, any circuit that is reducible to parallel RLC circuit, you can follow this process. Thank you.